はい、前回の続きでございます。止まっちゃったかな。容量大きいんだよな。どこまで行ったっけな。逃走者の目的者マップ。用途を振り返る。殺人事件のように起こった出来事を明確に役立つ2つの要素。マックの眼中を置いていた。睡眠薬を飲んでいた。なんだっけこれ。睡眠薬を飲んでいて、
I do not think that's the right answer.
睡眠薬を飲んでいたってことだね。脅迫状。これだな。あっちが狙われていた。警戒心。
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. I can't imagine Ratchet taking a sleeping pill if he feared for his life. My little grey cells did not let me down.
Mm. この人とさ、部屋がつながってんだよね。あとはこの人かな。この人とこの人似てるからさ、どっちがどっちかわかんねえんだよな。
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. No, not good. I must admit I'm not right this time. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. No, not good. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. I do not think that's the right answer. No, not good. Et voilà.
さてどうしようかな。
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
ところ目撃した可能性のある人。まずはこの、隣の人、この人かな。あとは、この人かな。
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. My little gray cells did not let me down. I think I've seen everything I need at the moment. I'm counting on you to finish your analysis.
I'll have a more detailed report for you as soon as I can.
So, Poirot, did you find anything out?
It's a bit early for the handcuffs, my friend. Even for Hercule Poirot. Do not worry, mon ami. I believe our culprit has no plans to strike again. Monsieur Ratchet was the target. Of that I am convinced.
名簿。
I need a list of the passengers with their compartment numbers.
Pierre Michel will have it.
Here is what I have found out. Monsieur Ratchet was stabbed many times. I also found threatening letters in his safe. He had a loaded gun under his pillow, so he was on guard, ready to defend himself. However, there was an empty glass with white residue at the bottom. I suspect a barbiturate. Perhaps he was forced to take it. In any case, I am certain he was unconscious, unable to defend himself. I also found several other items at the crime scene, possibly related to the murder. They must be investigated.
By all means, Poirot. As fast as you can.
I also found liquid for an electronic cigarette, but I could not find a vape. This might belong to the murderer.
This criminal is an amateur.
Tell me, Book, how did you spend last night?
This is a joke, I hope. Don't you trust your old friend?
My friend, calm yourself. I must hear your story in order to corroborate other accounts.
Ah, naturally. Let me see. I went to my compartment after dinner. Dr. Constantine was already there. We talked about his career. He's a Cambridge man, you know. After university, he returned to his country and has done much good there. He was so interested in the Orient Express. I told him all the anecdotes I know. I'm not certain when we fell asleep, but it was very late.
I must interview the rest of the passengers and the staff.
I'll be in the bar car if you need me. We are hours late. Soon I hope help will arrive.
ちょっと食堂車とは逆の方に一回行ってみようか。こういうところが入れないのかな。もともとこっちの車両に寝てたんですけどね。ここにいて、被害があったのはこの部屋。ちょっと大きい部屋だね。で、ここに扉があって、こっちから入ってきたんじゃないかなということですね。もともとこっちの車両にね、イスタンブールで乗ったんですけど、こっちにはもう行けないのかな、こっちは。行けるのか。一応見ていこうよ。トイレ入れないのか。外はよく見えない。眩しい。
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
長寿で治すんだね。インドネシアの鉱物諸島、荒涼諸島のクローブ。どうすんだこれ。
Oh, this toothache is torture. Oh, this toothache is torture.
アーモンド5、イラン2、レモン24、ラベンダー18、クローブ7、ホボバ18。どうすんのかなこれ。まだ今やんない方がいいのかな。
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy. The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable. This old scale will do the job. To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
さ、この瓶ごと天秤に乗せるっていうのはいかがなものかなと思うんだよね。赤の方が重たい。一番重たいものを調べよう。じゃあ、まずは。これ軽い。これも軽い。こっちの方が重たい。こっちの方が軽い。どうすんだっけ。 どうしたら終わり？これ逆かな。これをこっちに持ってきて、どうしたらいいのかな。これが一番重たいんですよ。あれ、こっちの方が重たいか。こっちの方が重たい。こっちの方が軽い。
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
この数が、なんでこの数がここに書いてあるのかはよくわかんないね。一番軽いのがこっちだっけ？これがいらん。じゃあこれだね。
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy. Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
なんだっけな、全然覚えてないんだけどな。
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
これさ、黄色い服の人とね、混同しちゃうんだよね。どっちがどっちか。この人が、なんか、旅をしてて、お金がなくなっちゃって、助けてる人なんだね。国籍はアメリカ人だったような気がするんだよな。年齢は39、60にも見えるけど、こうかな。秘書、医師室使うかもしれないけど、こっちにしとこうか。
I do not think that's the right answer. Et voilà. Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate's snoring.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
Well, そうだね。でも他のやつは見てみようか。これかな。
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
合ってたのかな、わかんないな。彼が嘘をついていることを証明する要素をよって
We heard Monsieur Ratchet call out during the night around 20 to 1. It's doubtful he called out after he took the sleeping pills, but it's possible he took them later.
He asked me to make his drink for him. Maybe he drank it later.
That's true, but it doesn't explain why Ratchet would want to take sleeping pills later that night. He received threatening letters, one, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Ja, ここはもう終わりか。ここにいたんだよね。イスタンブール。あ、ここのね、下にいたんだ。
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
喫煙でも聞いてみる？
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchet wasn't his real name. And he left the United States to run away from something, or someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Vygotsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you. I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
もう分かんなくなっちゃうな。誰のこと言ってんのか分かんねえな。じゃあ今回はここまでにしようかな。終了です。